GJ is still in its range. All right, so let's break down the economic calendar. Not much to break down from this morning, but we did get some good retail sales coming out of Great Britain, right? Got out of the negatives over here. So that's obviously a good sign for GJ as far as any kind of bulls are concerned. So the only thing we got going on today really is E30. We got retail sales coming out of Canada. I don't think any three of you guys trade any CAD pairs. So that's not really going to affect us too much. But again, this may have if you guys were trading GJ this morning during London. All right, looking at GJ now, right? We've obviously had this bearish trend, rejecting 166 over here multiple times, coming all the way back down into this video 160 area, right? And this weekly candle has been playing around, right? It created that high, flipped bearish past the low of this candle, came down into this area, then flipped bullish again, and it flipped up to this area right here, and then ended up rejecting this whole area right here once more, right? So let's take a look at that in the lower time frame so you guys know what it looks like. All right, so respecting that bearish trend. And then our level around 163 has been very strong right here. Multiple rejections, right? Multiple rejections over here. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, man. So we ended up getting this bounce off 160, strong bullish candle. Bottom wick formed past the high of the previous candle, came into this area, rejected, right? It ended up closing a weak bullish candle. This one respected the high of it, flipped bearish past the low and closed a strong bearish candle. So this current daily candle, I don't know if it has the strength, especially with good retail sales. Maybe we continue to consolidate today. But if it had bad retail sales, this daily candle could have flipped bearish past the low of that candle and possibly continue down. But that's kind of how fundamentals affect a pair. Let's see. Great job, Isaac. We'll take a look at that in a second. So, again, looking at this right now, we are holding some kind of a support in this area because we've rejected that area multiple times, especially with this candle right there. That candle closed right at that area. We ended up faking it out, and now we're holding it as a support so far. All right, looking at the 4 hour now. 4 hour, we get these multiple rejections. Again, I know this looks like it's like right in the middle of the zone, but you could just put this like that up there if you'd like, because it's such a major area of rejection right over here. All these wicks, all these candle bodies. But the most important thing is we're rejecting it. That's all that matters, right? So what we've been doing since then is creating these lower highs, right? Also, we had a previous support right in this area right here. Yeah, right in that area. Previous support, resistance right over here. You could draw a support right over here as well, where price is maybe having some trouble. You could see it right here. But our most recent support is right down here. You could draw that down there as well. So this is probably the most likely one, because since having this support, this is why it's important to draw most recent support resistance. You've had that candle push right through that area and continue right back down. You've had this candle push right through that area, continuing up, and you've had this candle push right through that area, right? Now we could be rejecting this area right here, but most importantly, on these higher time frames, you just want to be paying attention to this support right here, right? We ended up creating this low, coming up into this area, rejecting that area with a tall wick and a weaker body. This candle respected the high, created the top wick, flipped bearish, came into this area over here. So this must have been, yeah, this whole move right here was during the retail sales, right? We got that area, but GJ still weak, right? Japanese yen, let's actually take a look at it today. Today, we've been on our way down, right? You got this area right here, another lower high, price continuing back down over here. But right now we're holding some kind of a support right there. Click to the left. Yeah, that's perfect. Previous resistance, holding some kind of a support. This could have been from, I don't know, that was from not too long ago. But this just hasn't opened yet. Did they have a Japanese bank holiday? No. All right. Well, right now we're holding a support here on the yen. That's all that matters. But right now, price on the 4-hour so far is a strong bearish candle with a wick to fill. Right. So we have all this volume down here. Can we continue down into this area, or at least we'll draw like a minor zone right here, very thin, because that could be a place that you want to secure with a clean move to the left. But again, your most recent support here on the 4-hour is right down here. Now the 1-hour, as you guys can see, this is that previous support resistance. We ended up faking it out, retesting that area with this candle and continuing down. So we ended up tapping into the support, but didn't have enough volume to break through that area yet, right? But will we during New York? Again, you got a clean move over here to take price right back down. I'd say in this area, you may want to secure. Obviously, it's Friday. You got a clean move down to that area if we get some volume pushing us through. But so far, the 1-hour is rejecting that area. We'll see how it closes in the next 2 minutes. 30-minute holding support. That's a strong candle right there so far. So can we end up consolidating towards this area? And then finally break through the support and continue down? Here's that area. Draw that like that. There you go. Support, resistance, support right there, right? So let's see if we even get that break below. Now let's go over to Quentin's breakdown over here. So Quentin over here is looking at a breakdown to 161,400. Okay, 400, probably the same area that I drew this thing. But you're looking for price to come down into that area and then bounce off and come back up and kind of continue to range.
Yeah, eventually looking at the two candles as a fake out and maybe retesting the support on which it faked out to continue up, or maybe break it and continue down. But yeah, if we can pass the low of the previous candle, we can go down to 161, like 300 or 400, retest it, go up, or break it down.
Okay. So something like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And that was your daily, and then you sent another one for the lower time frames. Okay, so yeah, I had the same zone right up here for the resistance. You get the fake out of it, right? Yeah. To call, then you're looking for a break back down into this area, 161,400. Okay, so you have the resistance right here.
For 161,400 makes more sense on the 4-hour. We can see it better.
Yep. So I'm just looking at these wicks as well. Like that's obviously it's really like this. Again, I honestly do think the proper way to draw zones is like this, right? I don't know if there's any right or wrong way, but for me, I don't like having so much thick space on my chart. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like these
it depends,
thick
I guess, on that. If you look more at more at structure, at the overall structure, then you're gonna have bigger zones as really zones part of the structure. Or if you kind of like want to be more precise and get those scalps in, and then maybe the thinner zones make more sense if you look
Yes.
at it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're a swing trader,
Yeah.
these are areas that you want to bring price into, right? These are definitely heavy areas that price is going to come into because this is really the consolidation right here, right? If you look at it, that's the consolidation. Under there, obviously you can extend that to down here as well, but under there is some clean price action that price could be coming into. But like this is a heavy area that price could be coming into. High probability area. This is a very high probability area that price wants to tap into. But this, you're correct. Like this is pretty much the whole zone right here with these wicks and candle bodies. All right, so right now 30-minute. Actually, 1 hour did close bearish with a wick to fill. 30-minute candle. I have seen price continue down from here, but is this enough range for you to take a trade? No, it's only 13 pips, right? So we have below here, even if we're coming down into this big zone, you got at least 45 to 50 pips coming in. So I'd much rather wait for that support. But again, I've seen this many times where you end up getting a bearish candle close like this and price continues down. So let's see if we get some heavy 7 o'clock volume to like just drop and it's passing the low over here. Possibly you can enter that. We see the 15-minute. Yeah, if the 15-minute respects this previous support as a new resistance, passes the low of these candles and continues down. But again, you don't have enough range here. It's Friday. Don't force that. Wait for the clean move. You guys saw perfectly. There was a trade on pre-New York right over here that we could have taken, right? But if you didn't take it and it didn't meet your criteria, you had, I think it was right here. No. Yeah, it was over here. It was this trade right here. And then what you got was this pullback at 8:30, and then the news came out, and then price just dropped. You got the same exact pullback before 9:30 on gold. But you have plenty of move during New York. If you guys just have your session indicator in here over here, plenty of moves during New York that you don't need to be taking things during pre-New York. This day was a little choppy, but right over here was this Tuesday. Look at that. Boom. You could have taken that premature move over here, but then you got the whole move coming into 8 and 9 o'clock. So looking over here, there you go. It's exactly what we said. Look at the 30-minute. Just filling this area. Let's see if we get that break below the support over here. I actually want to see what we did yesterday. Where was it? So 745 over here, we broke below this support, right? We were holding a resistance with something similar, but on the 30-minute, right? And price created a small top wick, passed the low of that candle, and continued down, right? And it continued down about 26, 27 pips until 8:15, right? So can this candle continue down 26, 27 pips? Something like that, and that actually lines up around 30 pips, lines up with that wick. But again, do you want to take that, or do you want to just wait for the candle to close below? I would rather wait for at least the 15 to close below, if not the 30-minute. All right, so that's what we'll keep an eye on. I'm going to set my alert for this so we don't miss anything, and then we're going to go over to gold. All right. Isaac, we'll take a look at your chart in 1 second. All right, let's just do gold first, and then we'll take a look. All right, gold. Man, what a call, right, Quentin? We both did that.
Yeah.
So gold, again, perfect price action for the last few months over here. Just bearish price action, lower lows, lower highs. We found this low at 1680. We come right back up to 1800. and hold a nice resistance perfectly in a key area right here, right, to continue down. Looking at the daily, again, support turns into a resistance. You get multiple taps of this area, and then price comes right back down to 1750, like we said would happen. All right, so now what we have here is this bullish price action pushing us all the way back up to 1800, holding a resistance, consolidating, getting that last tap over here before what's it called? What was this? The 15th? Yeah. Why is this the 15th? Didn't this happen? Am I going nuts? Oh, that was over here. Okay. So we got that last tap of this area over here, and then price continued right back down, right? Strong bearish move right over here. We actually had the support right here. Actually, you know what I want to see? Let's bring up this real quick. Did I send this to Asian session? Here you go. So I sent this 7 days ago. So last week, bullish price action, price starts exhausting. You start seeing price reject 1800 right here. You get the fake out of 1800. You expect the last tap. I believe we came back up into this area one more time, but now we're starting to come back down to 1750, and that's exactly what we just got. So just understanding price action and how it starts to exhaust like that, and also tapping off a major previous support is pretty key. And then you have, not to mention the bearish trend over here. But over here, since tapping 1800 for the last time, lower lows, lower highs, ended up breaking this support, previous resistance, and this was what we had yesterday, right? This is what I was talking about. Where was it? Right here. You got that previous support. You could draw it over here as well, because you had this support and you had a resistance right here, and then you had the fake out. And then we've been bearish since here. Beautiful price action as well. Lower lows, lower highs. We kind of create this low, consolidate, and then create another low. Consolidate, fake out, and then push down and create another low. Right? So can we end up just kind of consolidating in this area? 1750 is a major zone, but we do have this support right here we could pay attention to. Right? That we ended up closing below over here. We had this support close below, and right now we just tapped off 1750. So can we continue down? I know that's a strong level, but can we continue this down into any of these areas? That's a minor zone right there, but right here could be a major TP with a clean move to the left. We don't have much fundamentals coming out for gold today, so just be aware it is Friday. It is kind of choppy coming down over here on the 1 hour, so it's not like these big impulsive moves or just huge rejections. It's just slow moves coming down, but that is a nice clean candle below with a wick to fill. Are we retesting this area to continue down? Yeah, see, look, ended up getting a close at that area. Support formed at 1750. It looked like this candle was trying to create a top wick and flip and pass the low of these candles, but it couldn't, right? So we're just kind of consolidating right here. 1750 is a very strong level. It looks like, not just because it's a historical level, but you're going to want some kind of a close below here before taking anything down. But you get 1746 to aim for as at least a minor zone. Yeah, you got this support right over here that price is rejecting over here to the right as well. So once you break that area and get a clean close below that area, I definitely think that you could come into this place, but then continue right back down into this whole area, right? So I don't know if we're going to get the volume for something like this, but we'll see. We'll see how this candle closes. I could also see this candle closing something like this, right? Like we are retesting and closing a 30-minute candle. Can the next one create a top wick, pass the low of these wicks, and you take the impulse entry? Right? So we'll see how that works out. Let's take a look at Isaac's. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Isaac. Nice. Okay. I like this. So this was that entry I was telling you that you could possibly take. Strong bullish candle close with a wick to fill. Once this candle creates a bottom wick and passes the high, that's a breakout trade. You mainly want to wait for candles to close above or below support, especially as a beginner trader.
Yeah.
But as you continue to grow and continue to see certain setups, you're going to start to see how much these are playing out key during high volume times, right? So pay attention to this, keep journaling this, and eventually you'll start catching it. But for now, you really want to wait for candles to close above. If not, just wait for the retest and then continue up, which is what you got right here. This is beautiful. High created, price comes down, hold support. You got a 30-minute candle close with this wick, right? Now, did you enter entry as the current candle passed the high of the previous candle stops below? Okay, so you entered after this candle created its bottom wick and passed the high right here?
Yeah.
Okay, nice entry. Beautiful. So
And the
like I
second
said,
position-
if it's a little bit easier for you, just place like this thing, like the edge of the P&L tool, place it
Yeah.
right here. Like right on this candle. That makes
Oh.
sense?
Yeah.
So like I'd be placing it like it would be starting right here. And you can even I like the fact that you place your stop loss here. Eventually you're going to start to see that with a setup like this, you could possibly place it somewhere around here, a little bit tighter, right below the support right here, which is mainly below the 30-minute impulse entry candle. If this was the 15-minute, I definitely wouldn't be doing it. I'd be placing it below the previous. But the 30-minute, sometimes, like if you get good volume, you could place it below the entry candle. But this is a great setup right here. You took this?
Yeah, I took this. I'm running 30 pips right now.
Great job, man. It's a nice Friday, right?
Thanks. Yeah.
I mean, you've been working hard, man. You send great charts. You deserve it. So keep it up. Just keep it up.
Thank you.
Don't get complacent or anything like that. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Thanks. When you are talking about high volume times, can you please tell me which one?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually what I was talking to Praveen about yesterday. What's up, Praveen?
Good bro.
Good morning, buddy. So he was asking me when the high volume times are during New York and during London. And I said, well, we all want to be resourceful in here, right? We all want to be able to answer our own questions first before we ask other people. So that's what I was trying to teach him, where what he wants to do is go back into the chart and back test. And again, we have this session indicator. It's not really an indicator. It just shows you what the sessions are. But this will show you during New York when the high volume candles start to come in. And look at this high volume 30-minute candle. When did that come in? 8:30, right? And obviously we had news at this time, but 8:30 you get the big candles, right? You get the big pushes right over here. 8:30 around after I believe news came out on this day as well. Right over here, 10:30 to 11:30 or 12, you got a nice move on gold, right? But you got a volume push starting at 9:30. So a lot of times that does happen on gold where you're getting a lot of volume around 9 to 10:30 or 11, right? Close to London close. But you want to keep going through here. Sometimes you don't get it. You get the volume push at 8:30, right? You kind of consolidate until then, get a few pushes. This is London here. Then you consolidate in pre-New York, and then you get a little push right here at 8:30. But then we continue to consolidate. Some days you have days like that. But this is where you just keep going through. This will add confidence to knowing like you have volume below with your trade. Here you go. Another New York session right here. And then we actually got this tap off 1802 and price just continued down for the whole day. But this is how you start to realize like, all right, I have a high created. We come down. We have a nice bullish 30-minute candle. What time is this? 10:30. Okay, I could take this up potentially to retest the high up here. It's also mainly what you want to use for impulse entries. Like if you have a possible impulse entry that could be presenting itself like right now and pushing through 1750, I know that during like the 7:30 o'clock time that we could possibly be pushing through this area, but I'd rather do it during like New York, like 8:30. All right, but we'll see what we end up getting over here. Let's go back to GJ. See that? GJ ends up holding that support. All right, we faked it out. That's on the 15-minute. How many times does that happen? Where you get these weak bullish candles close, 15-minute creates a top wick, passes the low of that candle, looks like it's coming down, and people enter a sell on an impulse 15-minute candle that didn't even close yet, and then they end up getting stopped out like this. This has happened to me many times earlier on in my career, right? And you just learn from it. You got to wait for candles to close, especially on the 15-minute. But right now, let's see if we end up holding this support or holding this resistance here and possibly continuing down with New York volume because you did get that fake out, or are we holding 161 800 as a strong support? And we're just going to continue to consolidate the rest of the day. Does that make sense, Isaac?
Yeah, makes sense.
We could come up and retest that fake out.
We retest the fake. We could come up and retest this high up here.
No, what I mean, retest fake out. I mean, retest the level which it faked out.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
Because it kind of looks good. Yeah, definitely do that. Because the candle anatomy on the 15 and 30 looks good for dies.
Yeah.
But we didn't yet have a bullish close on the 1 hour, so, and we would have to wait a lot. But if we get the 30-minute closing bullish like that, the next one forms the bottom wick and passes the two previous candles highs. It could come up to there, and we have like 22, 25 pips up there.
From here?
Up to here.
Oh, we have 25 pips. Okay. So on a Friday, let's see if that's even worth playing because as you can see, we bounced off this area, then we consolidated, and then we worked our way up. What times was this? All right, so this was during the afternoon, so it didn't have as much volume to push us up. That's a perfect example of what we were just talking about, right? Maybe during New York, this would have just kept pushing us up, but then the volume died out, and then we worked our way up to that resistance. So in this case, on a Friday, you may want to be careful of this, right? If you're trying to play this, 1 hour is creating a higher low. 30-minute creating a bottom wick, passing the high of that candle. That could very well continue up. I actually like this formation on the 30-minute to continue up. Yeah, 25 pips. Question is, do you want to force that? I'd rather wait for this 30-minute to close, and we'll see what happens at that point.
Yeah, definitely.
So gold is continuing down over here. Again, we got to be really good with paying attention to our pairs and making sure. So we'll see if this candle closes below here in the next 9 minutes. Dog's going nuts. All right. So this is also an indecision candle. I can wait. I can sit out of this because I know that we passed the high of that candle. Now we're passing the low, and we only have 8 minutes to basically, if we're going to place our stop loss up here on the 30-minute to be safe, 8 minutes for us to completely mirror that only to get a 1-to-1. It's all about situational awareness and knowing like what time it is. That's why I'm always telling you guys, wait for the time. Look at the price, right? Are we at a psychological level, 1750? A lot of people could get trapped there and not know that that's like a monthly support. But yeah, that's a great point, Quentin. We could see if that ends up happening. I don't know if that's something I want to take today, but it really depends on the candles. I gotta be careful.
I would like gold sells better, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, this we got the quick little spike right over here during retail sales, right? And then realize the economy is still shit, and then we just tank. So the question is, do we have enough volume to continue us down? Maybe again during New York, we hold this resistance right here. Right? We hold this resistance, and then we continue back down with the New York volume. We close below this area. That'd be nice. But I want to make sure I'm ready with gold over here. Let's see what kind of price action we get. 1747 would be a clear area. Just do this. We want 1641. There we go. We have this over here. Guys, lower your risk today too. It's Friday. You want to end up blowing your profits. Okay. So we're already here on gold. Anybody take that late morning GJ trade that we had on that I posted in the New York session?
Which one? From where?
Go into the New York channel.
Yep.
I was calling out a trade for you guys.
Oh yeah.
You
It
did?
was like 11 a.m. for you.
What's up?
It was like 11 a.m. for you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's out of my trading session. I didn't see it. It's like 6 p.m. here.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
really
it looked good. Look good.
appreciate it. I've really started to expand my trading time. And like normally I like to go to the gym right after our session here if I'm not driving a client. But I realize like I might just wait to go to the gym until around 11. Just because like there's so much more opportunity, especially if we don't grab anything during the session. You got opportunity from 9 a.m. up until around 11. Right? We've been seeing it on gold. We've seen it on GJ where you get a lot of good pushes during that 10 o'clock hour. And I hate being at the gym and having a trade open or, trying to trade a setup that I like that I keep getting alerts for while I'm trying to concentrate on one thing. I want to be the best at what I could possibly be. in the moment of whatever I'm doing. So like trying to split the two is not good. It's not smart. So we'll see how this plays out for a second, and then I want to break down some charts with you. Who wants to volunteer first? Want to crank some of these out for the weekend. Anybody?
Hey, bro. Can you please look at the chat?
Look at the chat. Yes.
Yeah, I sent the last chat.
Okay.
The morning analysis played out the way I predicted.
Like our DMs.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Isaac. All right, so we're breaking below over here. We got 3 minutes left, so that's okay. And now this is, I think this is USD JPY. Okay.
No, AUD.
Oh, AUD. Okay. AUD USD.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. We can.
I took that move, but only on trading view, because I already exceeded my trading limit.
I like this resistance right here. Fake out, break below, resistance, tap into this support, resistance, resistance, multiple times. Strong bearish candle starting to form when you get some higher volume. And then we get that close below. This candle created a top wick, passed below that candle. Where's our destination? Nope, we got a support right down in here that we could possibly end up rejecting. But where's our point after that? This support kind of lines up with that wick a little bit. So you got about 20 pips in that area that you could be taking something. But you do have this support that price did break below. Somewhere in there, because you had the consolidation in that area multiple times. You can extend that to the left a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little choppy here, but what was your, I don't see your, oh, UDUC. Oh yeah, there we go. This is what you were looking at here on the 30-minute. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, look at that. Tapped on that area multiple times. You're looking for buys above here and sells below here. I think that zone is correct too. That's exactly where I have mine. You get the close below this area right here, right in the 30-minute. Close below right here. Strong bearish candle. Top wick form. Pass below that candle. Continue down. All right, let's just go back to gold real quick. Don't want to miss this. So we ended up rejecting that area again, right? We closed above. All right, so just be aware of that area. We need a top wick formed on the 30-minute candle if you're going to take anything down. So it looks like it's trying to form something there. I think with a strong engulfing candle like this, once this candle creates a top wick and passes the low over here, you can lower your risk because it's Friday and place your stop loss above like 1751, I would say. As long as we're breaking its own lows, like where it breaks the low over here of these wicks, rejects, breaks its low again, rejects, breaks its, keeps breaking its own low. That way you know you have volume in the candle. But that was a great job, Isaac.
Thanks.
Of course, man. Okay, so this is the live back test you took. Okay. As long as you have high volume in that area right there with that top wick passing the low of the previous, you could take that down. I'm saying like you could take that with the stop loss up here. You may, to give yourself, if you have this much of a just this setup alone, just because you have such a nice R to R right here, I may, extend my stop loss like up here or maybe even above the previous 30-minute candle. But other than that, I think that was it was a good trade. Yeah,
Thanks.
just pushing down over here. That's great. So this is what you want to study is how many times we have that we respect that high of the entry candle on the 30-minute and continue down. Most of the time you do. But then again, I don't know this pair as well as I do my pair. So you just got to study that and keep back testing it. And just keep writing these little notes to yourself, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Of course, man. Getting better day by day, right?
Yeah, that's what I realized.
Yeah, dude. Embrace the journey. When you guys can embrace the journey, I know it's cliche, everyone says it, but when you guys embrace these times that you guys are going through where it's difficult, trading feels impossible some days, like I can never win, or instead of having that victim mentality, it's okay, how do I learn from this? How do I get better from it? And always having that growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset, you guys are gonna be good. Not only that, but being internally motivated instead of externally motivated will get the job done as well. So 30-minute candle is flipping bearish here. Got some bearish price action over here continuing down. We broke the support, retested that area, closed a strong bearish candle. Top wick formed here. As long as we have this, we have now New York volume coming in. We can now continue this thing down. Just want to see. $8:30, we got a ton of volume yesterday. 7:30. All right. Anybody taking this? I don't think any of you guys trade gold, right?
Yeah, I'm considering.
Okay.
I think I will. I lowered my risk already on the input.
Definitely. Yep.
But yeah, if it passes the lows, I guess I will
Yes.
take a small entry.
You have to have that criteria for yourself. As you know, when it comes to what days you raise your risk and what setups you raise your risk. 30-minute, 7:34 a.m.
Yeah, I might have used a higher risk if it was 8 a.m. But also right now we tend to have a little bit less volume.
This is the worst too because I gotta use the bathroom.
That was me yesterday.
Bad timing. Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Good setup.
The one we took after the news on gold.
Oh, really?
I was waiting, like it had been like 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, I wanted to go to the bathroom and waited for at least like having secured 80% of the trade.
It's the worst.
So yeah, so GJ passed the high right away and then flipped bearish.
Yeah, I think this is faking a lot of people out. Again, I've been in fake outs like this many times where you're trying to get cute. You think price is bouncing off of support, and you're trying to counter trend trade this, and all of a sudden like it's really just a fake out to continue the bearish formation that we've had. So, damn man, I really got to use that. All right, I'm taking my phone with me. Just give me 2 seconds, but just know that I'm entering this if we do break the lows over here. Let me open this up. Looks like we're struggling to break below that area. Again, keep in mind that 1750, it's a strong level. Now, you know what? I'm going to hold it. I like how this candle, at least on my MetaTrader, kind of broke the low of that candle as well. All right. While it's playing around over here, I'm just going to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right. No pass as of yet. And honestly, what I would like for it to happen is hold a light support here. And then during New York volume, then we start breaking through. All right. We don't have to worry about that 1 hour candle taking us out and then continuing to drop. Here we go. So I've seen this set up many times as well. We get a strong 30-minute candle bearish close. Next one creates a top wick, past the low, and we continue down with New York volume. But we'll see if Friday volume can handle that. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, we did break like that. It's kind of a.
That wasn't enough for me. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I was just marking this.
Yeah.
Like kind of some traders trade that kind of a flag, they call it, I guess.
Yeah. A little channel right there, broken, retested. Now holding this resistance, but we need candles closing or high volume time breaking through these areas.
Yeah, definitely.
This is why we wait. There's multiple different wins that you can get, small wins that you can get without actually making money in trading. The first win is following your rules, right? If you can follow your rules, and there's one interesting thing that you guys can do, I think works. I think all of you guys would benefit from this, but you know how like I have the Apple Watch, right? And I track my fitness on there. Yeah. So
Yes.
I shouldn't have had to wait for an answer. It's
Sorry.
a rhetorical question, but the that watch tracks my steps. It tracks they fill these exercise rings on the watch so that you can basically like track your exercise, and if you fill all the rings, it's like a quick dopamine rush of like, oh damn, I filled my rings. Or count your steps. Oh great, I got 15,000 steps in today, 20,000 steps. That's awesome, right? So that what that is called is the gamification of fitness, right? It gets people excited. It gives them an incentive to fill those rings or to get those steps in, right? So now what you can do with your trading, and the one thing that you really want to track is sticking to your rules and doing the right things in the market. If you can do that over the course of the week and you track that every single day, that's the main thing that you want to track, right? Obviously, you want to track your percentage growth and stuff like that. But I promise, if you stick to your rules and you do the right things in the market every single day and you give yourself a little check mark and you do that every single day for the week, you got 5 days, give yourself a little reward on the weekend. Same exact thing with sticking to your morning routine. Same exact thing as sticking to your daily musts and finishing those every single day for the whole week. Or, I don't know, whatever else, or journaling all your trades, getting 7 hours of back testing in all week long, 1 hour a day, or even more than that, if that's the standard that you hold yourself to, right? Give yourself that reward on the weekend. That's why I always say, like, listen, you want to put as much work during the week as possible, almost work yourself to the brink, right? And then on the weekend, you guys can relax a little bit. Still keep your mind on Forex, because you know the greats in any kind of sport, they don't take the breaks on the weekends. They don't take the breaks when the markets are closed. They're constantly downloading their mind with positive things about trading, reading books, back testing, journaling, studying their previous week. Right? You're not just trading when the market's open. You're really paying attention to the market and trying to get better when the market's closed as well. That's the sign of the good ones, the great ones, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like the weekend, give yourself that time to relax a little bit. Still keep your mind on Forex and trying to get better every single day, but you could catch up on your sleep on the weekend. You could catch up with some family on the weekend if you hold the standard for yourself of not doing anything other than working out or trading stuff during the week, right? You don't commit to anything during the week other than that. Visiting family, my family knows it's very hard to see me or do anything with me, if not impossible for me to do anything during the week. I don't commit to anything during the week. During the weekends, that's my time with them. You got to have some sort of healthy balance, because life's all about relationships and how you make other people feel and the lives you change, stuff like that. But your family is number one, and no one's more important to them. So, and you guys are my little family, So just what I was getting into was the gamatization of fitness, and then moving that into sticking to your rules in Forex. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Like having those little checks. Again, filling out a daily must list, having your journal every single night, filling that out, filling out the morning AAR, trading AAR, end of day AAR, doing all that all week long, holding yourself to that standard. The end of the week, give yourself a reward. And guess what? The more you keep doing that, this is the beauty of it. The more you keep doing this, the better you get at trading, which means the more money that you make, which means guess what? Those prizes that you give yourself, those rewards that you give yourself get that much bigger, right? Instead of right now, you go out for the night, or I don't know, you get yourself something small. I don't know what it would be, but eventually that can become a TV. That could become a car. Like you could literally trade really well for a month and be like, at the end of this month, I'm buying a car. Now, again, that's some external motivation, which is not as nearly as important as internal motivation of wanting to be the best you could possibly be. But again, it's just you're tracking the right things. You're tracking, following your rules. You're tracking all of what you need to be doing in the market on a daily basis.
Bro, Eustace,
What's up, buddy?
yeah. Remember last week I promised to make 5% of my account.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
My iPad, I don't have it for the buzzer. That's awesome, man. Now, again, I don't want to congratulate you too much because now the mindset you need to be in is I expect that out of myself.
Okay.
Right? It's like, okay, that's cool. I should be doing that. You know, let's see if I can do it next week. That's you know who Kobe Bryant is?
Yep.
That's the Kobe mindset. Let me actually pull this up for you because I think this will benefit you guys a lot. There's a new defensive end for the Jets that this guy, let's see. So he's a rookie. He just got drafted, and the guy, here we go. The guy is a scary dude. Like he's really good. He was a late round draft pick, and he went off the other night. It was a Friday night. They played the Eagles in a what's it called?
Preseason exhibition game.
Yeah, there you go. Preseason game. And the guy had like 7 quarterback rushes, 2 sacks, just went all out. Listen to his answer when the reporters are asking him like how he thinks he did, if he was happy with his performance, all that stuff. And I'm going to keep this. The guy's a beast. I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to get gold here. Right there. Let me minimize the chat. I like doing these things on Fridays because it's like a low volume day. I just want to relax a little bit so you're not so. Can you guys hear this?
No.
It's been cool.
I don't know if it's only me, but every time you play a video on YouTube, it's lagging.
Oh, lagging? Sure. So.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it's my computer.
Something with yeah, Zoom cannot handle that much. Or,
yeah, I have a lot
I think
of.
we cannot get.
I have a lot of things open, and then, like you said, Zoom is like recording too. So
Yeah,
I have a lot of.
you should send us just you should put the link of the video.
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna put the
Slack
link in
so
here.
that we can watch it by ourselves.
Okay, but I just want to play a certain thing. Can anybody else hear this? Hear what he's saying here?
I think the man
Yeah,
put
I
on
can
himself
hear.
is more now.
Okay.
You know, as far as a mental standpoint,
You put the
physically,
closed caption.
it's football. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would say it's more mental.
What has been a big adjustment for you?
Well, coming from college to now, I'm playing multiple positions, so I think that's the biggest thing.
You had several pressures in the game on Friday night, and of course you had a sack. How pleased were you with your productivity in the game?
I wasn't. for argument, most definitely. Yeah.
So you feel you're just scratching the surface in terms of like your long-term potential?
Yeah, I have as a player, I have a lot to work on, and I try to show up every single day and come out here and get a little bit better. It's a credit to my coaches and my teammates for helping me out since I've been here and putting me in best position to be successful, but nowhere near where I need to be.
How much have you learned from?
Could you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's, it's to him, in his mind, it sounds like he wants to be the greatest of all time, and it looks like nothing's stopping him from that. So to have a little breakout performance in the first preseason game of the year, it's like, oh, whatever. Okay, I've been there. I know I could do that. I know I have the potential to do that. Now I want to do it more. Let's see if I could double it. So like that, taking that mindset, there's so many different things I take from these interviews, either from Robert Saleh, the head coach, or the players. They all have this focused mindset. And the one common theme that the GM did to bring certain players into this market or into this team is they all love ball. They all love playing football. So that's what I'm trying to do with this locker room here with you guys is I'm trying to bring in people that love trading. They love the process. They love getting better every single day. They love the struggle of it and trying to get better from it every single day. They love improving. They love the struggle and then improving from that and learning from that and then getting better the next day. Right? That's the sign of a great trader. And as long as you guys have that and you guys embrace the what's it called? Just the process of all this, you guys are going to be so much better. But like that's the Kobe mindset. Somebody asked Kobe, they were up 2 games in the playoffs, and they're like, why aren't you smiling? He's like, what's there to smile about? Job's not finished. Like I didn't do anything yet. We didn't do anything until we get that ring. So that's what I'm saying to you, Isaac. Like I love the fact that you got 5%, for the week. That's awesome. Now the next level is just expecting that from yourself and be like, I could do that every week. Watch me.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's not a negative thing or I'm not trying to not congratulate you. I think it's amazing. I love it, but I don't want to congratulate you too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to keep in your mind a whole nother level of belief in yourself. That it's like I haven't arrived yet. There's so much more I could be doing, so much more I could be getting better at. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, that doesn't mean next week you're going to, overtrade to get 10% and beat that out. Just stay consistent with the same things you're doing every single day, but keep doing it. Keep learning, keep studying your previous trades, all that stuff. And you're going to be good. You're a worker. Jamie's a worker. Quentin's a worker. Praveen's a worker. You guys show up every single day. Keep doing it. Now, are there things behind doors that you guys could be doing better at and improving on that I'm not seeing on a daily basis? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's things that you guys want to kick out of your life. You guys want to be doing a lot better at. That it's like a whole nother level of work that you guys could be putting in. And I'm sure you guys all know it deep down. So that's where we got to get to. It's like we got to unlock that potential. We got to unlock that version of yourself and get to a whole nother level of most people, because this is a market where 95% of traders lose. It's not an easy market. You're going against the best of the best. So it takes the best of the best thinking, the best of the best mindset to beat those people out. So just keep doing what you're doing, but take it up another notch. Jamie, I think you wanted to say something, no? I saw you unmute yourself while I was talking.
Oh, no, I was just gonna give him my my phrase I say every day.
Every
Just
day, man.
stay hungry, stay humble, and stay on your grind.
Oh yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Jamie ends every single end of day AAR with stay humble, stay hungry. Like it's like you could tell Jamie enjoys the process. Obviously, you know, we all wish we were in a better place, even better than we are, because we're striving people. We're people that like to work, and we're always trying to get better. Like people like us are probably never going to retire because we love this hustle. We love getting better on a daily basis. The day you retire is the day you die, right? Benjamin Franklin once said that men die at 25. We just don't get around to burying them until 75, right? And those are the people that aren't ambitious. If you have a purpose in life, if you have something you're striving for on a daily basis, then you're living. If you're not, and you're retiring and you're playing golf every day, it's a slow death from there. I couldn't imagine not getting work in every single day and living like that. It sounds glamorous, and yeah, you're on vacation all the time, doing whatever you want, and that's great, right? But the main part of that is money is never an issue for you, right? You never have to worry about someone in your family getting sick and having to cover the bill, or going out to dinner whenever you'd like, stuff like that. You know, never looking at price tags anymore because you don't have to. Never flipping that tag just to see if you have enough money in the bank to pay for that. Those are the best parts of that. The material things and going out on vacation for 2-3 weeks or a month in a certain spot, that gets old after a while, right? You can only do that so much without getting that burning desire to come back and get more, right? So because there's people out there. Once you retire, that's kind of selfish because there's people out there that you could help. You know, not striving to be your best to me is kind of selfish because, you know, there's people that need your help in this world. And that's what I think capitalism is all about is being able to choose your own living, do whatever you'd like with your time. And if you can make an excess amount of capital, do what you can for other people and help them out. Or even better, not just giving people money, but teach them how to do it. Teach them how to fish, you know? But yeah, Jamie's all about the every day, enjoying the grind, enjoying what he's doing on a daily basis. Are there days you get frustrated? Absolutely. But like that's gonna happen. Embrace those days because that's when you get better. That's when you learn. That's when you grow. Is those like little downtimes. You need those downtimes. All right, 8 o'clock opened. So, Quentin, you never took this sell, did you?
No, definitely not.
All right, good. We can get what we want.
Bro.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I think I'm still struggling with closing trades too early.
Okay, that's gonna happen.
Right now, my target was about 70 something pips.
This is on AUD USD or USD JPY?
USD JPY.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so what you want to analyze now is what you're feeling when you're going to close, right? Is this a fear-based decision where this wasn't part of your plan? You're just going to close because of fear? Or is it like this just was my target and I could have had a higher target? Which one was it?
I was fearful.
Fearful. Okay. So this is exactly the point that I'm talking about when it comes to embracing these times of like struggling with something. So right now you're struggling with closing a little bit too early. So now I'm going to ask you, what does it take to not close too early? What are you going to have to do to not close too early? How do you get out of that?
I think by switching off my computer.
That could
like
be one solution. You
yeah,
just said alerts. That could be one solution. What's another one?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have another one because I'm always on the chat and on the streams.
Okay. Yeah. No, you do a lot of the right things, buddy. I'm not saying that. But what causes somebody to close early? Like, what's the deep root of that? It's low. What?
Giving all the money back to the market.
Yes, but what's the human emotion? It starts with a C. Low C.
Confident.
Confident. Perfect. So how do you get your confidence up?
I think by being patient, by watching the trade to play out. I don't know. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'll just
So, but like when you're not practicing with money, so what you want to do in these times, obviously back testing and journaling extremely important. But when you close the full trade,
I close the full trade.
okay, the way you gain confidence in holding trades longer is just by closing majority of the position and let small positions run. Now, this takes time because if you're doing this in the live market, that's going to take time. It's going to take multiple trades for that to happen for you, right? But right now, what you want to do is instead of closing the full thing, close 90%, close 80%, leave a small runner and let it go. The more you do that, the more you see it every single day. Again, it takes time, but the more you see it and the more you do it every single day, the better you get and the more confident you get. And then you start holding bigger positions. Right? You start securing a little bit less if that becomes part of your plan. But if you want to do that a lot quicker and get used to that a lot quicker, that's where the simulator comes in. That's where backtesting comes in. And that's where journaling a lot of your trades and having a whole database of trades that you guys could be studying and looking at here. Never ended up taking anything here. But this is all of 2022. Here is all of 2021 from January all the way.
GJ.
Yeah, GJ is coming down. This
Up.
is January all the way through December. And you could scroll down on any of these and you have multiple trades in each thing. Right?
Yeah.
So just doing that and having this whole database, if you go through 10, 11 of those every single day, GJ's moving up. That bottom wick. Yeah, that's a nice move right there. Did you take this, Clement?
No, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
I was on other pages, but I think I would have entered.
So I've seen this setup either way, where we end up getting the bearish candle close, or the like. Let's say, this candle was like bearish like that, with a top wick. The next one creates a top wick and then continues right back down from there. Right? I'm sure you've seen that too. I've also seen this where this candle closes like a doji like that, small bottom wick form past the high of that wick right there. And then you got a fairly clean move to the left here and enough range to continue up with New York volume. But this only pushes up through this area with New York volume. Bio break. All right. So on a Friday, this isn't a setup I really feel like taking. But I am curious to see how gold ends up closing here. If we end up holding that resistance, we got a strong push. That could have just been the pullback before New York opened, right? We've been getting that before 9:30. We got that yesterday before the news came out. So can we get that pullback? Now we get a resistance formed right in here, and we get that 30-minute close, right? Maybe the next one creates a top wick past the low of that candle. As long as you have the volume, we could continue to push down. But let's see the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour, we rejected 1750 multiple times here. 4 hour looks great. 4 hours, that setup that we love, right? Bearish candles close, weak bullish candle, respecting the high, top wick form, we pass the low of that candle, continue down. But this could have been that push right there. But we'll see. We got so the cool part is we have about an hour left for this candle to close. Next 4 hour candle could create a top wick and continue down to fill that wick and continue down from here. So that could be that trade later on. Isaac, did that make sense though?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Awesome. So that's how you get better, and that's how you hold trades longer. So next time that happens and price is really pushing in your direction, move stops to break even and just let like 10% of it run.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Yeah, a lot of people get trapped there, Quentin. Quentin, you there? a bunch of people tagging me. Jamie sent me over a buddy of his that's struggling with his trading. So I'm gonna hop on the Zoom with him and help him out and see if he wants to hop in the group if he's qualified. But then Sammy will get a free month. If you guys have people that need something like this, just let me know and we'll see if they qualify and I'll help them out. And even if they don't qualify and it's not someone that we should bring in, which I'm sure you guys are all going to be, referring people that you believe should be in this locker room, but and in this group. But if they don't, I'm still going to be able to help them a little bit. Let them know what I think they should be doing moving forward. Jamie's back again. All right. All right, guys. With that being said, I don't think we have much going on today. With gold or GJ. If I take anything, I'll be doing what I did in the chat over here. I'll let you know if I take anything. If we break 1750, I'll call that out. And I'll also call out any kind of break below 161,900 and let you know if I'm taking that in this 50 pip range. All right. Anybody want to go over anything before we end? Jamie, you saying something?
I'm good.
Isaac, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yes.
Sorry about that. I was on double mute. I was saying, let me send my EJ chart over to you real quickly. I just want to see if my zones look correct.
And then let me expand this. We'll go over to EJ as well.
1 second, let me grab this.
Let's see some. Wow. That played out.
So I'll grab it. Here we go. There you go.
Yes. You're getting some kind of a resistance right there. I like these little higher low things you're forming here. These candles are getting weaker. You say there is a bearish trend right here. With that rejection, almost like a little fake out right here. Price rejects, comes down into this area, forms a higher low, but now you're starting to see these candles get a little bit weaker. Right? So depending on the range from here to here, you may be able to catch a trade, but I think a safer buy would be above this area.
Yeah.
Little Christmas lines here. Take price up into 138,300. That way you're clearing this bearish trend, right? And you're clearing the previous resistance right here. So you could take that up, right?
Okay.
Any kind of sells, I like this. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, below that area of support.
Until we break this 137,200 level.
Okay.
And stay out of this. But that's a great job. Let me see. Let me just go down to the it's the daily resistance. Just doing a quick markup. You have a trend right there on the 4 hour. You have a resistance here on the 4 hour. And then zoomed in a little bit more. You're also meeting up with that 200 EMA on the 4 hour. Yeah, you're right in this area. 137,800 right here.
Yeah.
price has rejected multiple times here, barely tapped into that area and then just tanked, held a resistance here, held a resistance here, right? Created this higher low. And right now we're rejecting that area. We got the strong bullish close, but this candle is currently rejecting. And the 4 hour is going to be closing in the next 43 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So looking over here. Yeah, that almost might be it right there. Now, where's that trend line you had?
It's a daily. So my trend lines, I do cross the top of the wicks.
Okay.
So it's angled a little deeper than.
You kind of broke one right here.
Yes.
I
You
mean,
broke the 1 hour trend line there. And then you had the 30 uptrend.
yep.
So I can definitely see us coming back up here.
You got a clean move up here.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is beautiful. That thing.
Oh yeah.
And that's I'm hoping that if we can get above this high here. Okay, hang on there. Let me see.
Sorry, buddy. I know that's super annoying.
And then we have clean traffic all the way up,
Yeah.
So that's really what I'm looking for.
I mean, how many pips? Got about 25 pips to that area. These candles are getting a little weak, like iffy. I could see you getting like a pullback from this area and then continuing up. But if we have New York volume pushing us through over here, this might be safer buys because once you break that, now you got the real range.
Yeah.
Right here, about 50 pips that you could take this in. But depending on the price action, maybe you hold the support, wait for price to hold the support at that 700 level, right? And not just like, reject multiple times here. But again, you get the 4 hour closing in the next, 40 minutes. So it really depends if we close above that level or not. Because the previous 4 hour candle is very strong, right at that resistance. And a lot of times you wait for that bottom wick to form past the high and we can continue up.
Yeah.
But that was a nice chart, man. I think it
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at those zones.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna take you long because like I said, you put enough work in and they're gonna make more sense to you as you keep doing them. Just keep erasing and redrawing, redrawing.
Yep.
Even on the monthly, keep that habit up, and then eventually, when you get more and more comfortable, you can keep those monthly historical levels on. But I only do his horizontal lines with that and trend lines.
Okay.
All right.
All
right, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Remember what I said about the weekend. Obviously, it's your time to unwind a little bit, catch up on sleep, but at the same time, stay focused and make sure you're back testing and stuff like that. Tomorrow, we have the boot camp with Sharma at 10 a.m. And what else do we have? And then the breakdown on Sunday, 12 p.m. Actually,
All right.
Hold on. All right, we're getting this tank over here. Again, let's see if this 30-minute candle closes below that area and we can continue down.
Man, I'm so hungry. It's making me wait.
What? What'd you say?
I said I'm so hungry and price is making me wait and stay in front of the charts again and again. Like it's 2 p.m. in here.
Oh, I know. I'm sure, and you're on vacation too, so it's tough.
Yeah, I was up at 7:30 and I had like breakfast at 8, and I haven't eaten since.
Dude, you got 9 minutes for you to go eat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got lunch waiting for me on the table.
There you go. Yeah, go eat real quick. But remember, those good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. We're breaking down. We got a lot of bearish volume over here. Again, your stop loss would have to be above. This is the 15-minute. So you want, your stop loss needs to be safe. Can you get this exact move in the next 8 minutes down here? I'd rather not. I'd rather get the close below this area, top wick formed on the next candle, and then pass the low of these wicks over here. And then eventually you got a tighter stop loss here and a better R to R. So again, those things, good things come to those who wait. But with that being said, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the boot camp. I'll send you guys all the link, and looking forward to it.
Bro, wait, boot camp. Wait, bro.
Yes, sir. We're doing a boot camp tomorrow with Sharma.
Is it for free?
Yes, for
What?
you guys.
Oh, I thought I was going to pay again. So
No. You guys are good.
Okay, thanks.
I got you, man. And then we'll have the recording and everything for you too.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a great day, okay?
You
All
too,
right.
bro.
I'll see you in the chat.
Yep.
All right, bye, guys.